The Stoic philosopher Epictetus observed that human frustration usually stems from a specific error. We focus our attention on things we cannot change, like the past or the opinions of others, while neglecting the few things we actually control. This friction occurs within the gap between your current experience of reality and your internal expectations. That distance is what we define as a problem. Every challenge can be sorted into one of three categories: Type 1, Type 2, and Type 3. Type 1 problems are internal, involving your own thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. Type 2 problems are external and objective, tangible issues like a mechanical failure or a lack of resources that you can physically address. Type 3 problems are extraneous. These exist entirely outside of your direct influence, ranging from global economic shifts to the behavior of people you have no authority over. Identifying which category a challenge falls into determines whether your effort leads to a solution or simply results in more friction. Using this framework effectively requires moving past definitions and into real-world application. Low self-esteem is an internal state, so it fits into Type 1. A broken car is a physical roadblock. That is Type 2. A shift in the stock market is a broad external event, placing it in Type 3. This process becomes more difficult when the problem involves another person, such as an irresponsible coworker or a difficult partner. We treat another's behavior as a Type 2 problem to fix through logic, but our tools have no grip. Another human's choices are Type 3 problems, unsolvable from the outside. Recognizing this prevents the exhaustion of managing what is not yours to control. Categorizing these correctly allows you to stop fighting unchangeable circumstances and redirect your focus toward the areas where you have actual agency. In reality, major crises are rarely pure. They usually arrive as a hybrid, a tangled cluster of all three problem types at once. Consider this scenario. Your boss is angry, they've moved your deadline to tomorrow, the software you need is missing, and you are starting to panic. Before moving forward, look at those four elements. Try to mentally separate them into their constituent Type 1, 2, and 3 pieces. The breakdown is this. The boss's anger is an external Type 3 issue you cannot change. The missing software is a physical Type 2 problem requiring a workaround. Your panic is an internal Type 1 issue, requiring self-regulation before you can address the software. Dismantling a complex crisis into isolated categories removes the sense of being overwhelmed. You aren't facing one giant threat. You are facing three specific, manageable parts. Even after a problem is categorized, you can avoid wasted effort with a final verification sequence. This sequence uses three filters. Is it within my control? Do I understand the issue? And is it my responsibility? If the answer is no, it is effectively a Type 3 problem. It cannot be solved through direct action and should be set aside. This matrix coordinates the problem types with the specific responses they demand. Internal Type 1 issues require reflection, external Type 2 issues require action, and extraneous Type 3 issues require letting go. Using this close the gap between reality and your goals.